Okay, now we're going to talk about graphing lines with a point and a slope. Usually some things I'm going to ask with this are dealing with parallel and perpendicular lines. So remember, if the lines are parallel, they have the same slope. If they're perpendicular lines, then they have negative reciprocal slopes, and we'll look at some examples. So the first example says graph a line that has an x-intercept of 2 and is parallel to the line y equals 1/3 x minus 5. So if we look at our information, it tells us it has an x-intercept of 2. So I'm going to go on the x-axis and put a 2, or put a dot on the 2. And if it's parallel to this equation, it has to have the same slope. So the slope of this, since it's in slope-intercept form, is 1/3. So if it's parallel, then mine's going to have the same slope. So I'm going to go up 1/3. Then I would get a straight edge, your ID or whatever. And graph the line. So we took our information, we were given the x-intercept, told it was parallel, so we did the same slope up 1/3. The second example says graph a line that goes through the origin and is perpendicular to y equals 1/4 x plus 2. The origin, remember, is the center dot, the 0, 0, so I need to put a point at 0, 0. Now if it's perpendicular to this line, it has to have the negative reciprocal slope. So the slope that I need, first off, the negative reciprocal means I flip it, so it becomes 4/1. Negative means I change the sign, so it goes from a positive to a negative. So now I'm going to use my point, and then this is rise over run, so since it's negative, I'm going to go down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and to the right 1. Okay, next we're going to look at graph the line that goes through 4, 3 and is parallel to 3x plus 2y equals 16. So I'm going to graph the line that goes through 4, 3. So first I'm going to plot 4, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Again, if I want it to be parallel, it has to have the same slope. Well, so far they didn't put it in slope-intercept form for me, so I have to do that. So what that means is I need to move the x to the other side of the equal sign. So it become 2y equals negative 3x plus 16. Again, I changed the sign because I moved it to the other side of the equal sign. Then divide everything by 2. So it'd give me y equals negative 3/2x plus 8. And since it's parallel, that means I want it to have this slope, which is negative 3/2. So I go down 3 to the right 2, and then draw my line. So when we're graphing with the point and the slope, I'm going to give you some type of information. It may be an x-intercept, maybe the origin, may just be a point. Then give you another equation and tell you to match up whether it's parallel, perpendicular, and graph the line.